Deloitte is having to refund hundreds of thousands of dollars to the Australian taxpayers for giving them a report that was using AI and it wasn't accurate. And only 2 people I've talked to have understood why the way consulting firms are marketing AI is problematic for them. They are shooting themselves in the foot because the whole we're leveraging AI and you need AI integrated systems and all of that sounds like to the average person, we use Claude and ChatGPT, and why would you pay us for something you can now do yourself? I say this as someone who has been a consultant. I used to work at Deloitte and who is now freelance, has my own business. If I can't tell my clients the value that I add that technology can't do, like, I don't know, fact checking, then why would they pay me at all? And this is why the unwritten rules of work are so important. There has been such a push among this enshittification that is going on in corporate America to shift away from tangible, real knowledge and value to buzzwords, to charisma, to class signals, and forgetting the actual value of the work. When we reward pretty PowerPoints and don't check for substance, and when we reward as quick and cheap as possible over true value add and longevity, we show ourselves out of the market. My book that's coming out soon on the unwritten rules of work talks about the harm not just to people when we abide by unwritten rules at work, but also to business, to organizations. Because I warned this would happen in July of 2024 when I found that Claude was making fake citations, because that's one of the first things I checked as a researcher was, is it going to give me accurate research? And it doesn't. And I warned again in an April conference of this year that white-collar work is only valuable as knowledge work. And when you do not have the knowledge, when you hand that over to AI and you don't check for accuracy, you undermine the value of your work. As I asked in the panel this summer, what value, how will your customers respond if they hire you for knowledge work and you give them a fake citation? And let me be clear, I do not think at all that somebody intentionally made a fraudulent report. I don't think that with Deloitte. I don't think that with the HHS report from this summer. What I think is that people came in, told ChatGPT or whatever to write a report and didn't fact check it. And that was my concern in July 2024, was while I was writing my book, I was like, oh, let me just see if this will show. I remember I have a video where you can see I put show me research for corporate jargon. And it showed all these interesting looking articles with full on citations. I mean, DOI numbers and everything. And 9 out of 10 of them didn't exist. And the 10th one was on a completely different topic. And I made a video and I was like, this is a problem. Because we are so used to seeing in-text citations and references and being like, oh, that's a real study. It's not anymore. It's not. AI is helpful for a lot of things, but it is also adding burdens in other ways because now we have to fact check things to see if they're even real. We had to do that always before, but it's so much stranger to do it when you see a full-on citation. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, you want to learn more, join my school linked in my bio. It's where I do all of my courses and I have weekly group coaching. If you want to ask me about your situation one-on-one, you can book some time on my calendar. The first 20 minutes are free and one-on-one coaching is available for purchase. But if you want to test the waters first, I recommend joining my Thursday call in my school community where you can learn from other people, network, and ask me questions live. Leave a comment if you'd like to see a video about a particular topic or a course in my school.